Good morning. Sweden turned into two nations. Basically, that's what happened. The old Sweden is still here. And I think a lot of people understand this thing because I think it's similar in other countries like Ireland, even Germany, France, Italy, England, right? It's the cities and then it's the country. The small villages, the small places, and then it's the cities. The cities turn into crap. Now, I grew up in Stockholm, a suburb, and it was good. We're talking about the 60s and the 70s. It was good. And then it turned into shit, and slowly. And my girlfriend and I, we moved to the country, and here it is even better, much better actually, compared to what it was like where I grew up. I'll give you an example. Here where we live, there are shops, quite a few of them, where you just walk in and pick up your, potatoes and onions, and then you leave money and leave. And there's nobody there. There's no staff, no scanners, nothing. And it works because people trust each other, right? And people care, right? They want to keep this, so they behave. You see? That would be impossible in Stockholm or Malmö or Gothenburg. Absolutely impossible. But here it works. So the old Sweden is still around. It's actually the big part of Sweden that is like this. And I think it's the same in other countries. I'm sure you can tell me about it, right? So they really messed it up, didn't they? Now I'm thinking that 20% of the population, they are inclined to mess things up. They do it on purpose. They want to destroy themselves and everything around them. About 20%. And then it's 60%, roughly, who will be lazy, ignorant, and they will not be able to do anything about it. And then it's the last 20% that could do something about it. Right? Now, I saw this poll recently. We have an election in Sweden next year. And, people will vote for the parties who open the borders. It's mind-boggling. They will. So they want the same. Now, people never voted for open borders here in Sweden, but that's what they got, right? So now these parties who did it, who opened the borders, they will get to power again. If you believe this poll. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? I also thought about the vaccine, the poison, the COVID vaccine. Now, people didn't understand what it was. They never figured it out. They were too lazy to look into it, right? But they got something, and now they don't like it. Well, maybe few do. Well, they will defend it, right? But I think most people, they will say, there wasn't that good, right? Now, what I really want to know, if they will do it again. That's what I want to know. And I think if you asked them, and you said, so you took the COVID vaccine, would you do it again? If it happened again? And maybe lots of them would say no. But I'm not so sure. I think they will. Most of them, majority of them, they will do it again. There's something about people, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with them, really. But it's like they don't see, they are not willing to look. They are not really there, I think. They are not present. They walk through life like some sleeping entities, not really present. and they would just do more of it. Yeah, let's go for it, you know. Yeah, let's have this again. I saw this article actually. It was in it's called Medical Press. They said wind viruses can trigger a heart attack or a stroke. Another good reason to get a flu or COVID shot. Right. Okay. Be good.